Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you my go-to summer makeup routine. I've been absolutely loving wearing this makeup. I think you guys have seen it in my past 2 or 3 videos here on my channel. It is just so soft and pretty while still looking glam and put together. For me, this is very quick and easy to throw together on my face, really easy to do and doesn't take a lot of time. So I really wanted to show you guys this makeup. Like I said, I've been wearing it almost every single day. I get a lot of compliments on it and I just want to go ahead and share it with you guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoy seeing this video, and let's just go ahead and get started. So as always, I'm gonna go ahead and start by priming my eyes. For that, I'm going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18, and then I'm going to set that down with the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder. Especially in the summer, my eyelids get greasy, they crease really fast, and if I don't do these 2 steps, they will get creasy like I mentioned, and the eyeshadow will just break down. And I find that this combination is really long lasting in the summer. It withstands the heat, and even if my foundation and stuff is coming off, my eyeshadow always stays in place, and I owe it to a combination like this. Doesn't have to be this exact one, but a concealer and a powder at least does the trick for me every single day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my eyes, and then I'll be back to pop on my brows. So now I'm quickly just going to run through my brows because you guys have seen me do my brows so many times here on my channel. My brow routine is still the same for this summer, so I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. First to outline my brows and kind of make little hair strokes, and then to fill in the rest and give my brows more of just like a fluffy filled look, I'm going to go in with the Profusion Cosmetics brow powder in the shade Light to Medium and use mostly this shade towards the front and middle of my brow, and then the darker shade to darken up the tail a little bit. So I'm going to run through my brows really quickly right now. Okay, so here are my brows done. I have been absolutely loving this brow routine. I feel like they're very like structured and put together, but they still look like fluffy and natural, so I really have been loving this. Definitely let me know if you guys want an in-depth video on my brows, like how I tweeze them, fill them in, and different brow products. I could definitely do like a whole like brows 101 video because I do my brows at home as well. I don't go get them waxed, so I could definitely do that for you guys this summer. So definitely leave a comment down below, or I'll put a pinned comment or something that you guys can give a thumbs up and reply to. But love these brows. Now I'm going to move on to my eyes. The eyeshadow palette that I've been using, I'm sure it comes as no surprise to a lot of you. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam is the perfect summertime palette. I pretty much reach for this all year round, but for some reason, especially this half of the palette in the summer with that orange soda shade, just screams summer to me. I absolutely love doing summertime looks, and that is exactly what I have been doing with this palette. So the first thing that I'm going to do on a Sigma Tapered Blending E35 is go in with these shades Orange Soda and Burnt Orange mixed. So Orange Soda right here and Burnt Orange there. So as you guys can see with these 2 shades, I'm really just fluffing these back and forth, kind of going back and forth between windshield and circular motions. With this, I don't mind if I take it up too high towards my brow, just because these colors are on the lighter transition side and they blend out so beautifully. I really don't mind if it goes up higher towards my brow. And like I said, overall we're going for that super blown out look. So the next shade in this palette that I'm going to take is the shade Sienna. This is the deepest that I'm going to go for this look. I just want to go in and just touch on the outer corner just a little bit to add the slightest bit of definition to my eyes. And I'm taking this on a Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm going to take the tiniest bit of that same Sienna shade and run just a little bit up to darken my lower crease, but I'm literally tapping in the shade so lightly and barely touching this into the crease. Okay, so now that I have all of the matte shades down in my crease and on my eyes, now for the fun part, I'm going to go in with the Pop of Glitter on the lid. I absolutely love this shade. I pulled this shade out on my boyfriend's birthday because this is Birthday Cake by ColourPop. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this. It's his birthday. I'm just corny like that, I guess you could say. But then I ended up falling back in love with this shade. It definitely is one of those shades that looks darker in the pan than on the lid, but when it turns, it has the most beautiful light reflect to it, and it is just so gorgeous for summertime. My favorite way to apply these is just with my finger. I feel like they apply best. I will go in with a brush to do the really inner corner of my eye, but I just like to take this on my finger and just go in and pat it on the lid. And then to get it on the very inner part of my lid, I'm just going to take a very tiny brush like this and pat it in there. Okay, so there is the lid shade applied. I mean, isn't it just the most beautiful shade you have ever seen? I think what I like most about it is that it almost looks wet and glossy on the lid, opposed to being a super chunky glitter, which, don't get me wrong, I love a good chunky glitter, but I feel like for this summer, this more like wet glossy look is just so beautiful. So that's pretty much the eyeshadow done. Once I do the rest of my face, I will do the lower lash line, but as far as the eyeshadow, that's it. It's just super quick and easy. To finish up the tops of my eyes, I'm going to pop on some mascara. My current favorite mascara is the Essence Lash Princess. I do have a waterproof Maybelline Total Temptation in my drawer that I think I'm going to try out today on my bottom lashes. But as far as wearing waterproof mascara in the summer, I typically would only wear it on the bottom. I don't really ever wear it on the top unless I'm like on vacation or something. And this Essence Lash Princess is only $4.99, $5.99, and it is the best mascara. It makes my lashes so long. Mascara is done. Now it is time to move on to the face, but I recently did just upload my everyday go-to long-lasting summer foundation routine. If you guys want to see how I do my base and my foundation during the summertime, definitely make sure to go check out that video. I will have the card up here or link down below if you guys want to go check out that video after you are done with this one. But for now, I'm going to pop off camera, finish up my foundation routine, also going to grab a snack because I'm feeling kind of hungry, and then I will come back and we will do bronzer, contour, and all of that good stuff. So see you guys in your time, literally in like 2 seconds. All right, you guys, I am back. I'm going to finish up my lower lash line. Again, just keeping the lower lash line really simple. I'm going in with the same shade that I put on my outer corner, which is the shade Sienna. And I'm just taking this on a short shader brush. And then I'm going to go in and buff it out with a little bit more of the orange soda shade, which is the shade right up here. I keep wanting to dip my brush into my compact because it's what's right in front of me. And now just going to again buff this out with the orange soda shade. This makes such a pretty effect on the lower lash line because it still adds that definition, but it's just really nice and buffed out and soft. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm actually going to try something a little different. So this isn't typically a part of my routine, but I have been wanting to try a waterproof mascara on my lower lashes just because this hot weather and this heat has been making my mascara transfer like on the lower lash line down here. So I purchased the Total Temptation by Maybelline in the waterproof. This is one of my favorites in the washable formula, so I figured I would give it a shot in the waterproof, and if I like it, I will continue to use this on my lower lash line. Ooh, is this scented? Oh my god, did I just get mascara all over my nose because I smelled it? So the waterproof version still has that classic bristly classic hairbrush, which I really like. I'm just going to apply this and see how I like it. So just to show you guys one eye while I have one eye done, I really like how it applied. I feel like it went on the same as the classic Total Temptation, and I wish it was a little bit darker, but it is only very black. They didn't have blackest black in stock, but I do feel like it is nice and dark. It looks nice on the lower lashes. They don't look spidery or anything, but now the test would be like if it withstood heat and sweating and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye. All in all, I do like that mascara on the lower lash line. I will update you guys in the description box or in a comment down below or in an upcoming video if it transfers and how it holds up as far as like smudging and flaking. But now I'm gonna go ahead and start working on adding some color back into my face. Of course, I'm going in with the same Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Rosewood. I feel like this is the only bronzer I ever use on my channel, but it's just my favorite and really nice for summer. So I'm going in on a Sigma F10, which is their powder slash blush brush. That's so hard to say. Blush brush. I feel like my bronzer always looks more intense on my viewfinder than it actually does in real life. So if my bronzer looks bad, I promise it doesn't look like that in the mirror that I'm looking in right now. I think I have mentioned this in a previous video, but I haven't been actually going in with a separate contour recently on my face. I feel like during the summertime, I like more of just like a bronzy sun-kissed look and less of like a super structured harsh contour. But just to clean it up and to add a little bit of a cheekbone look, I'm going to go in with the Profusion Contour Palette and just take some of these lighter shades mixed together just to clean up right under that bronzer. And like I said, this kind of takes the place of contouring, but still looks like fresh and bronzy on the skin. So for blush, this is something for me that doesn't stay very constant. I do have my favorites, but day to day, I like to switch up my blush. Lately, I have been liking something a little bit more bright and fun, so I've been using this e.l.f. blush in the shade Twinkle Pink. I have heard that this is a dupe for NARS Orgasm, I believe it is, but it's just like a really pretty coral with some gold specks in it, and I've just been using this day to day. So that is what the e.l.f. blush looks like. Super pretty, definitely more of a pop of color on the cheek. When I'm not feeling something so bright, I just go in with my typical Tarte Party Blush, which is my favorite neutral, no blush kind of blush. But like I said, I have just been liking something more on the fun, bright side. All right, you guys, so now moving on to highlighter, which I'm actually excited about because I just discovered something literally upon picking out my highlighter for this video. So typically day to day in the summer makeup routine, I have been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy highlighter, but I was just thinking to myself that I am hesitant about using products on camera that aren't available any longer because I just feel bad showing them to you guys if you can't get them. So I have been bouncing back and forth between the Anastasia Amrezy and also the Ofra Rodeo Drive. This is gorgeous, and I actually just swatched the two of them next to each other, and I find that they are very, very similar. I would say that the only difference is that Ofra is like a little bit darker. The Amrezy one definitely has more of a lightness to it, but I definitely feel like these two highlighters are very interchangeable. I wouldn't say that they're exact dupes, but I do feel like they're very similar, and the Ofra one could be a good alternative. So I definitely will go ahead and insert pictures if you guys can see. In this particular picture, the Ofra one is on top, Ofra Rodeo Drive, and Amrezy is on the bottom, and then again with Flash. So I definitely feel like with Flash, they are even more similar, but that makes me excited. Definitely just discovered like a last minute alternative. But I think today I'm going to go in with the Ofra one just to show you guys how this looks on the skin. Ooh, it's so good. Every time I use this highlighter, it like shocks me, even though I know exactly what it's gonna look like. And of course, once I have all of those products blended together and I wipe away the bake from the lower half of my face, I'm just going to spray some Fix Plus. So now I'm gonna show you guys my favorite lip combo that I've been wearing almost every single day this summer. I just recently posted this on my Instagram stories, so you guys might have already seen this, but I'm gonna show you guys the same combo today. So I'm going to start off by lining as well as filling in my lips with the MAC Boldly Bare lip pencil. Before we finish up the lips, I just realized I forgot to highlight my inner corner, so I'm just popping a little bit of Ofra Rodeo Drive on my inner corners as well. And the final touch for lips is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in the shade Send Nudes. This is one of the best pigmented lip glosses that I have tried. This truly is like a beautiful, shiny, liquefied lipstick, and it is very long lasting. So just going to apply this right on top of the lip liner. The Wet n Wild one is just like a little bit more pale, a little bit more peachy than the liner, but the lip liner adds so much definition and it's just so good. Alright you guys, so there you have it. This is the finished look. This is my completed go-to summer makeup look, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Definitely make sure to let me know what your go-to summer makeup look is down in the comments. Send me pictures on Instagram or Twitter. I would absolutely love to see them, and post some of you guys on my story as well. If you did enjoy seeing this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!